Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your September reading. This is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to all of your various circumstances among all of you. Um, if you are interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I am happy to be here. I welcome all of you. Your presence is the key to what I do. So thank you in advance. Leo, what's your overall energy for this month? The Eight of Swords. This seems to be a fire sign thing this month, and I assure you I've shuffled the cards intensely. Eight of Swords is describing a situation where you are anxious, you are overthinking something, there is something that you want to approach, and it's taking you a lot of courage and will to formulate your own path forward against all of the input that you're receiving from others. Some of this input is unsolicited advice, some of it is your vast experience in a certain area from the past that you are struggling to integrate into best practices moving forward. So it's not as though this is a completely wrong-headed approach. It's simply that your overthinking is taking you out of your present sense of truthfulness, of authenticity. And by simply releasing the worry about your next steps, rest in your intuition that is much more capable of reminding you that you are prepared for this. This is something that you are ready for, that you already know that you're on the best path for you, and that you can actually relax in to knowing that this general path is best for you and that the steps will emerge as it is timely to do so. So this is really allowing you to rest on your intuition that already knows what's best for you, already knows the right steps to take, and really allow yourself not to overthink and to cause yourself these restless nights, these sleepless days where you are constantly churning the same set of problems or possibilities over and over in your mind, and you're not actually achieving anything. In the beginning of September, we have the Four of Swords. And this is kind of reinforcing that idea of relaxing into the experiences, the truth that you've already gained, you've already earned. This deeper understanding of the way in which you not only have overcome some very serious challenges, but you've identified patterns that are a weakness for you. You've identified your responsibility and disappointments and failures that you've already experienced. You've lived through those, and you're actually in a state of gratitude, in a state of grace, understanding that you couldn't be where you are without those experiences that may have seemed devastating, that may have indeed been truly oppressive, truly violent, abusive, the worst that you can possibly have imagined, but that you survived it and you actually understand better yourself as a result, the tools you have, and that you are grateful to have the opportunity to have something to look forward to now. This becomes your foundation, your spiritual foundation, your emotional foundation, your truth serum is recognizing how far you've come. In the middle of September, we have the Knight of Cups. And this is somewhat miraculous because through all of the worry, the new ideas, the opening yourself up to new paths, new information, new connections with people, you have peeled away resistance to heart opening. And you now find that as you relax and not worry about all the finite details of the way you should go, what you should do, that you're actually able to tap into your heart, which is the source of the love that is supplying the healing and the positive action moving forward. This is you just letting yourself be who you are. Yes, you've learned a lot. Yes, you've prepared for this, but actually it is who you are that you want to express in a way that is joyful, that is pleasurable, that serves others, that can be playful, has fun, recognizes the work of your heart is play, is creative at a deep level. And this can also signify that relaxing into the trusting that you are where you're supposed to be, on the path you're supposed to be on, brings in people who are resonating to your frequency, that are aligned with your goals, and that the possibility of certainly having fun, meeting people that you can have fun with, is greatly increased, and they may indeed be part of this move forward, the progress that you're seeking to make. At the end of September, the King of Cups can represent not only a very powerful friend in the sense of someone who allows you to be who you are, to share your vulnerability, but it also is the measure of your own maturity. The fact that you can recognize a friend, allow a friend to see you for who you really are, to be vulnerable with, is already a powerful testimony to your growth, how much you've learned about taking risks, calculated risks. That doesn't mean that you're strategizing your every move. It means that based on the experiences you've had, there's some things you now know do not work for you. However, there's also a part of you that recognizes opportunity comes in unexpected ways, and the emergence of a real friend, whether this be a best friend, a colleague at work, a mentor, a parent, a lover, a partner, a spouse. This is your actually trusting yourself to trust in your wisdom, and that opening of the heart leads you to this really powerful protection that you are providing for yourself in finding this partner, this friend who uh, lets you see how much you've grown up. If this reading is resonating for you, Leo, please like this video. Share this with somebody who it may help. I always enjoy your thoughts, your comments, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the ways that you support me, and I've pulled friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, and that's really resonating for me with this beautiful King of Cups energy. This is really reminding me that you have opened up to not only your heart to others, but to your own higher potential. You're recognizing your deservedness of true, real love that is based on friendship. Love without friendship is unlikely to go the distance. And that's what you're really contemplating here, the distance. And I'm going to pull a chakra, a crystal card, dang nabbit. And I have pulled the solar plexus chakra. The picture is depicting the gemstone amber, the crystal amber, one of the cards that resonates with the solar plexus, which is about the sun, your ruling planet. It's about your sense of assertiveness, confidence, self-esteem. The key word is fearlessness. Turn your worrier into a warrior. That's brilliant. And I'm going to clarify the Four of Swords in the beginning of September with the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I'm really intrigued by how the themes are working through element. The Ten of Cups is definitely you're putting an end to not only things that didn't work for you, relationships, opportunities, environments, but also the beliefs that underscored those. And these beliefs may have been uh, based on what others expected of you and your desire or willingness to comply to what you believed were the good things others wanted from you. What you now understand is that by prioritizing what others wanted of you, you were not prioritizing your own desires. You were not lifting up what you identify as your gifts, as your talents. So if others saw you in a certain way and then expected you to perform this way or want things in another way or look like this, you have now realized that the construct no longer fits your life, that you are not here to be a trophy, a companion, a sidekick to someone else. Instead, you've released that set of beliefs. And for many of us, there's no shame or judgment on this. We're all raised in a society that expects certain things of us. And we live our lives understanding whether those are consistent with who we are and what we want, what our talents are or not. So this is not about you judging yourself or shaming yourself for pursuing something that you thought would be in your best interest. But you've now learned that you are in control of that, not someone else. And of course, the Seven of Cups is all the options that once seemed available to you, all of the choices, all of the privileges, the benefits, although mostly superficial, they were still things that you projected would make you feel good, would make you feel justified, would feed your ego and your pride in a way that you believed was appropriate to the person that others saw you as. This is really about now realizing that those goodies were distractions and that in fact you are actually on a path that resonates more in line with what you want, what your talents can express, what your potential is. And that's the path that you now know you're on. But glimpsing that, reaching for something that is so significant to who you are, a way of expressing that, is taking you on a roller coaster of emotions. Yes, fear steps up when we decide that we want something, that we know something is right for us, and all of the fears we've learned in many cases are natural. You're going to be navigating emotions, exhilaration, depression on any given day, and you take it day by day knowing that you're moving in a direction that is ultimately significant for your life. The Knight of Cups in the middle of the month is clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. So this is again showing this openness of heart that you are exhibiting in the middle of the month, this willingness to explore aspects of your own emotional experience, the way things really make you feel, not the way things are supposed to make you feel, and the discovery of who you are through that process is really for you about learning and growing. So now that you have identified your real inspiration in your talents, in who you are, in your expression, you're really exploring that, going out, learning what you can learn, connecting with those who you believe can help you, who resonate to a similar vibration, people that are learning, growing, accomplishing, achieving things. This is what you're pursuing. Not simply on the surface, but based on how they are inspired and how their work inspires you. So this is a heart resonating thing. This is not a measuring of their status or uh, um, their status, but it's rather their expression that inspires you, that motivates you, that speaks of values that you believe you can share, you represent, you understand, represent possibilities for growth and advancement. And the King of Cups at the end of the month is clarified by the moon and the Eight of Cups. Wow. This new friend is being described in a way that helps you to experience your own vulnerability through an ancestral connection. There's something about this friend that is helping you to feel safe with a connection that may resonate with your culture of origin, your family of origin. Something about this person's energy is familiar to you, and despite their superficial appearance, you feel that you can trust them. You feel that they are authentic in their support of you because this friend is really giving you a chance to be vulnerable. And that is giving you, again, another opportunity to explore your heart in a way that you're already trending towards. You're already looking at ways in which you can be yourself. You can be creative, imaginative. You can relax into who you are. And this friend is stimulating associations or connections to others, perhaps in your past, that comforted you, that gave you a sense of being whole, being well, being good enough as you were, being perfect, being beautiful. This is also stimulating you to finalize this desire to move past those relationships, those deeper connections that you have forged in your current life that are not serving you, that make you feel safe in some way or another, even if they're not good for you. They're familiar, they're what you know, they're a routine that you don't have to think about. But ultimately, you know that you are not happy here and that you are grasping for the courage to take that step out towards gaining this greater meaningful significance in your life, doing this thing, moving on in a way that lets you find real happiness for yourself, real fulfillment. I'm going to pull another oracle card to finish up the frame of September, and I pulled the card Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. That's so interesting. When we started with friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So as we experience this friendship, we begin to loosen up around who we are. And that includes not only the beauty, the talent, the gifts that you bring, but also the regrets, the difficulties, the challenges, the ways that you've been hurt. It encompasses all of that. Your vulnerability allows all of that to come forward in a way. And this is your understanding that you need to move on from a past that wasn't satisfying for you, that you're able to admit how dissatisfied you were with your relationships as they began to evolve from the past. And I've also, oops, wrong card. I'm going to pull another crystal chakra. And whoop, they just like to fall on the floor today. And I pulled the crown chakra, the quartz. This is a particular kind of quartz, and the key word is oneness. You are part of the universe and always will be. And of course, the crown chakra is our seventh chakra. There are 8, there are hundreds of chakras, but for our purposes, the crown chakra is at the top. This is your portal to other dimensions, other information which you perceive through your third eye. So, oneness is the essential message that is coming to you through particularly this friendship that you're experiencing uh, by the end of the month. Thank you so much, Leo, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.